Hi everyone. So it's 5 p.m. Central European Time. So I think it's time to start our webinar, which topic today is opening the doors to abundance. My name is Eliza. I am a founder of a digital platform called Discover New You. We help people to discover their new potential in life. And today we have ability to share our knowledge with 4 of our experts from different industry. And they're going to share their knowledge in terms of your abundance. We have coach, career and life coach, Antonio Oliva. He's going to walk you through a little bit about your career, your networking ability, you're looking for a job ability at the moment, your self-learning. So that will be Antonio. We have also an expert in money and finance, which is Iliana Jankovic, very experienced person. We have also Angela Worm. She is a health expert, and she will tell you a little bit more about how to stay healthy and fit today, and you know, how to take rest, how to exercise, what to eat. We all need this kind of energy at the moment, I'm sure. And we also have a great coach, Kasia Ostash. She's a mind and success coach. And Kasia is going to tell us more about how to stay productive today and give you some tips. So I can't wait to have this webinar, and thank you very much for participation. I see you all muted, that's perfect. If you have any questions, just let you know, please leave the questions at the end of the webinar, and we try to answer all your questions. If there are some questions left, we also ask you to gather them. You can contact us info@discovernewYou.net. So let's start with Antonio.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I'm a career coach. I'm sitting here in Zurich, where I'm spending my time of hibernation, given that the heating is not working today. So, but I'm very glad to be here. I'm starting with a question, and the question is it possible to find a job during recession? And possibly how? So I'm trying to give you in the next 7 minutes some insider tips for job seeker or job switcher. But let's start with a story 2009. I was going to have a massive career shift. I just finished my master and was really excited about starting a new job in the energy sector. But instead I had 1 year of full unemployment. And that was not really easy. And it wasn't so different compared to today, because it was financial crisis. I ran out of money. I couldn't travel. I couldn't go even to the gym. I was stuck at home. I was trying to get the best out of it, but I had no job. I got into a crisis. And let me introduce the latest technology of PowerPoint. Yeah, I know. I decided to sketch instead, because it's a great stress reliever. And okay, the result might not be the best, but it's more funny. So did you know that the word crisis comes from the Greek krisis, that means a turning point in a disease? How current is this? So a turning point means that you have to take a decision. I took the decision at that time, it is to ask for help. I engaged a coach to help me to shift my thinking to a more open mind, trying to avoid some typical assumptions, and I learned to adopt an abundance-based mentality. And today I want to show 4 of these reasonable risk-take actions that I took, but let me save you the suspense first of all. You might say, there might be less vacancies out there. And that's true, but there aren't less opportunities. Maybe there are even more. So by adopting a mindset of abundance, instead of just looking at the finite pie as life is sometimes, you have half of the success for sure. So instead of just consuming series of Netflix, let's get practical. Let's get to work. Okay, ready? Okay. But first of all, who are actually the companies who was hiring today? According to the Financial Times, the big winners are healthcare providers, so pharmaceutical companies, all the online companies that don't rely on physical locations, for example, supermarket chains, online presence companies, banking, especially the tech dog. Can I ask someone to mute, please? Or Lisa, can you mute everyone?
Yes, I can. Just
okay, thank you very much. All right. So again, there are some technology companies that am I hiring. Do you hear me now? Yes. Okay. So have a look on their websites. But if you don't belong to these sectors and you already tried hard, well, explore the unexplored and get out of your comfort zone, possibly because the comfort zone is a beautiful place where nothing grows. That's my definition. And let's start with networking. Yeah, guys, there is tons, a lot of hidden jobs out there. According to Forbes, 80% of vacancies are even not posted. So just shout out from the rooftop, and possibly today you can't move due to social distance, but tell as many as people as possible that you're job hunting, and do it possibly on the social media, meaning LinkedIn, Xing for German-speaking countries, Meetup, Instagram, and organize virtual coffees, meaning Zoom, for example, or just phone call. You would be surprised how people are keen on giving you advices because they don't know how to kill time these days. The second thing I would suggest to you is freelancing. Well, whether your hours are cut or being laid off, well, you still need to make a living out of it. And that's where company and people still are in needs of support and in needs of services. So think about getting freelancing, think about starting a company, even a small one, or just making a temporary job. Which one are the most successful in recession time? Are this one, I hope you can see them. So it's related to data entry, fast and accurate with a keyboard, or customer service, education and training, where believe it or not, they're hiring teachers and none. If you go on VipKid, it's an incredible, cool online tutorial tutoring company that with any kind of degree you can apply for having a job. Or writing and translating. There are plenty of them. Otherwise, well, what are you good at? You might have some fantastic transferable skills. Is it, I don't know, teaching, programming, or coaching, set up a course, set up a webinar, and so on. The third thing you can do is volunteering. Did you know that 27% of volunteers has a higher chance to be hired? And the reason is, and some studies can show that, beside the fact that you feel more connected and you can fight off better loneliness and depression, your resume will benefit a lot from that because they think about you as a person who is really active, not only for yourself, but for society. And on top of that, you can learn skills and make some experience. Where? Well, be creative. I'm just making a couple of examples here. The United Nations has a special website for volunteers where you can apply for. I think the Nextdoor is a really interesting website. And the other one is, guys, go to your municipalities. I just put Zurich because I live in Zurich. There are plenty of opportunities there for volunteering. And on the website, you can find other links you can apply for. The fourth one is, I don't know if you know this acronym. MOOC stands for Massive Open Online Course, or basically it's what's called e-learning. We have the time right now. You always have for sure some skill you want to learn or improve. It goes from communication skills to programming like a pro, it doesn't matter. It's free, it's affordable, it's self-paced. I make some examples because the web is full of them. Besides the usual known like Coursera and Udemy, I suggest like iVersity. It's Berlin-based. It's basically in German, most of them. Then you have Taz, more related to design. And then there is Udacity. It's more for data and programming. And then the last one, I like it very much, is Lynda. It's connected to LinkedIn Learning. You need a premium subscription, but if you're looking for a job, I hope you subscribe for the premium version. And I have this feature, I can even forward some of the courses for free. And the last thing I would like to suggest is a challenge, the 21 Days of Abundance Challenge. It's a program launched by Deepak Chopra. It's an American India author that allows you to make a series of tasks and challenges, including some short meditation. This helps you a lot in attracting abundance in your life. What you have to do is just drop a WhatsApp message, and this number, please, Eliza, probably you can write in the chat my telephone number. I will start this week the challenge, and you're very welcome. So I just want to sum it up by the initial question, if it's possible to find a job in recession time. Well, I would say yes, with some tips, and focusing on abundance, because there is enough, we are enough, and we have enough. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Antonio. That was great. I just posted to everybody your number to contact you in terms of 21st Day Abundance Challenge.
Thank you.
Of course, the question will be at the end. And now is another turn. I think Katarzyna Ostasz, our Mind and Success Coach, will take an next round. Thanks.
Thank you, Eliza, so much. Antonio, thank you so much. I feel already much more inspired, so I'm ready just to go on with my presentation. Welcome, everyone. Guys, I am so happy and grateful that we have such a big audience today. It's the first webinar of Eliza and the platform Discover New You, so it's a really big congratulations to all of you. Just in terms of myself, my name is Katarzyna Ostasz. I am actually connected with you from Dublin in Ireland, and I am international mind and business coach, Silva Method trainer that support people from all over the world in discovering their potential on personal and professional level. What it doesn't really mean for you is that I show people how they can use their minds and the relaxation state to be more productive. And today, my goal of my presentation is actually to show you how you can increase your abundance in improving your own productivity. So Antonio was great. He was using some visuals, and this is what I am going to do as well. I just actually have some 3 slides that I am going to share with you now. So if you don't mind, what I wanted you all to do now, I want you now to close your eyes. If you don't mind to close your eyes, relax yourself, take a deep breath, and by using your imagination, I wanted you mentally project yourself in your ideal place of relaxation. It's your place of relaxation. It has to be ideal place of relaxation. It might be a beautiful beach that you used to walk before our quarantine, or it might be the place that you read in a book. Or it might be your dream place that you really would like to go one day. Be there. Everything is safe out there. You are full of abundance. You feel great, and you are very positive. You are going to spend in your ideal place of relaxation only 1 minute, because I don't have more time today to let you spend more time there. But once you are there, guys, please observe your senses. What do you feel? What you can see right now? What you can hear? Maybe there is somebody there that you can touch. Or maybe there is something that you can taste, there is something out there that you can taste or smell. Use your senses for a few seconds or more, and once you are going to hear that I'm clicking with my fingers, you are going to come back with your eyes open to our webinar room. Okay? Okay, guys, so I'm going to use my time. It's only 30 seconds, but I have to ask you now, how do you feel right now? And please use the chat box. And Eliza, if you don't mind, if you can read for us or the answer that people are going to leave it for us in the chat box. Please share your feelings. It might be one word, it might be one sentence. And Eliza, if you can just comment on that, I would appreciate. How do you feel right now?
So we have some answers already. I feel calm, glad, more relaxed, in heaven, calm, relaxed.
Wow.
Happy and full of
great. That's enough. That's enough. That's great.
No
I'm super happy, guys, that this is exactly how do you feel, because what I wanted to show you now and what I am going to prove you now, this is not my theory. This is science-based theory, that once you are working with your mind and when you are at ease, at relaxation state, you can create your abundance. And thanks to that, you can be more productive and you can be much more creative. So I want you now all to pay attention to the right side of this screen. I wanted you to now and think, what kind of thinking are you usually have on the daily basis? Is it positive thinking or it's negative thinking? I'm not going to ask you now. This is just your own reflection. I really do hope that you are focusing more on your positive thinking, because as you can see on that slide, positive thinking like, I will manage this situation, I will find a job like Antonio said, I will create my own course. It will lead you to a fate. And fate is such an important thing that will lead you to be in the better well-being. And this is exactly what you proved yourself. When I ask you, how do you feel after that quick relaxation? You said, some of you even said that you are in heaven. Why it had happened? Because all of you were in the positive thinking state. At the same time, you were all very relaxing. And this is only one way how you can be more creative and more productive in your life. And I am so happy to share that with you, because once you are going to understand this process, your life will always be full of abundance. It's really all about your mind, and it's really all about having a time to have a relaxation break. Because as you can see on that slide, once you are at relaxation level, straight away you are causing yourself to feel better, to think better. Look now just for the moment, because I really don't want you programmed with that. But see the difference? When we are worrying, when we are doubting, straight away we are creating fear in ourselves. That causes anxiety, depression, and our body is sick. We are experiencing a lot of disease. And then obviously there is a lot of disintegration. We cannot really be in a very creative and productive state. So I hope that it gave you some food for thought, and that from now on, today, you are going to create your own abundance, and this abundance will lead you to be more creative and more productive. And just before I will finish, I want to show you the link between thinking, feeling, and behavior. And this is exactly what I explained to you a few minutes ago. You probably all agree with me here. I presume that you are very aware human beings that we can create our own thinking. Everything starts from one particular thought. Our thinking creates feeling, and then feelings create behavior. So what you think directly influences how you feel and how you behave. This is very important information, especially for a current time. So if you are going to think that you are a failure, like Antonio said, if you are going to talk to yourself that, no, I'm not really great in terms of get this job, you are going to think about yourself that you are a failure. You would feel like a failure. And then you will act as a failure. So as you can imagine, that will be reinforced with the belief that you must be a failure. This is exactly the same with creating a healthy state of your mind, of your body, beautiful relationship, diet. This is really for everything. So before I will finish, because I think that my time is slowly ending up, I want to give you just 3 productivity tips based on that relaxation state. The first one, and one of my favorite that actually helping me to be so productive, is that I really encourage you to start your day with the most priority things that you have to do for your day. It's actually coming from Brian Tracy, who said, eat that frog first. Eat that frog first, and after that you will see that everything will be much easier for you. But you have to start your day from a relaxation perspective. Spend 5 minutes for your meditation, for some relaxation exercise, for some activity that you love to do. Then I will encourage you, this is very challenging, but I would encourage you to say no more often. How often we are pleasing people and we are saying yes to everything and we are not really thinking about ourselves. Say no to anything and anybody that you know that it's not really beneficial for you. And the last thing, in my personal opinion, multitasking doesn't work. So I really want you to focus on one thing, only one thing per day. I know that it's very challenging at the same time because based on my own experience, you know, I'm answering emails, minding my child, and cooking a soup right now. But obviously, I'm not really talking about nowadays. Once everything will be till the end, I want you to practice the skills. So guys, please remember, recharge yourself more than your phone. Recharge yourself more than your phone. Is it very funny? I know, Ilana, but this is so true. We are recharging all the time this, but we are not really thinking about ourselves. Train your mind to see the good in every single situation. And remember that what you seek is within you. Thank you so much, guys. I hope that I gave you some food for thought, and I really wish you a lot of relaxation for this afternoon.
That was amazing. Thank you very much, Kate. We already have 1 question to you, but maybe we can leave it at the end. Yes, it was very inspiring, and I'm sure everybody should use the meditation relaxation techniques. And yes, and the next one we have, maybe let's talk now about a little bit about finances, how you guys dealing in that direction, and if you're secure enough, if you know need maybe some expert knowledge. We have Iliana Jankovic. She's a mindfulness, money and finance coach and expert. So Iliana, go ahead.
Hi everybody, I'm Ilana. I'm a certified mindset money coach, an NLP practitioner. I'm living in Zurich at the moment and originally from South Africa. Can everybody hear me okay? Okay, cool. I help women in business unblock their money mindset and create opportunities. And at the moment, people are, if you look around, you go to the shops, people are stockpiling, they're buying toilet paper, pasta, soap. I believe all of the stockpiling is because of uncertainty. Something we all feel at the moment is uncertainty. We've got no idea when this crisis is going to end. Another thing we don't have control over is just basically having control. I mean, some people just like to be in control. And these are two things that you're just not going to have right now, is certainty and control. It's going to take as long as it's going to take. We've been told in Zurich that we might be in lockdown until August. So we cannot control these things. But the things that you can control is how you feel. How you feel about the situation, how you deal with it. And I think we all the speakers so far kind of crossing over each other with the same sort of message that's coming across. And the two things that you can control is abundance and gratitude. My motto for tonight's webinar is from Tony Robbins, who says, when you're grateful, fear disappears and abundance appears. Okay? You can choose in this time now that we have, in this uncertainty time, this time of no control, to thrive and not just survive. Choices are yours. So opening the doors to abundance. We need to become creative and continue our business. By being open for business, we're creating abundance in our lives and also in the lives of people that we touch. Now's the time that we're all working from home. We're not rushing around. We can take time to understand who our clients are, understand more about ourselves, understand our money behavior, and many areas that we can actually work on. You can have abundance by understanding your money blocks and looking after yourself. And Kat also just spoke about looking after yourself and abundance. I work with 8 different money archetypes. But tonight, I just want to talk about one that comes up in a lot of people, mostly women, but probably also in the guys as well. And that particular money archetype is the martyr. The martyr, as I call her, is the mother of all archetypes. It's the person that is so busy looking after everybody else that she forgets to take time for herself and self-sacrifices. She's long-suffering and puts everybody else's needs before her own. And I know, I've got children, I know how easy this is to do this. And so many times you're doing it and you're not actually in your business. By keeping the doors open for abundance, by continuing your business, the flow is coming. The flow there's so much more of it. Remember when you're on the aeroplane and they tell you to put the oxygen mask on yourself before you put it on everybody? I used to think that doesn't make sense. I want to put it on my child. You need to give from a full glass than giving from an empty glass. So you need to look after yourself. You need to take care of yourself in this time. And now you actually can have the balance where before you were rushing around doing your business. Now you can actually take time for yourself and take time for your business. But what I want to do is I want to talk to you about the money blocks that come up that will stop the flow of abundance in your business. And there's 13 of them. This is just in the martyr archetype, but I'm going to go through them quite quickly. The first one is setting boundaries. Do you set boundaries in your business? When your neighbor pops in and thinks she wants to come and have a cup of coffee with you during the day, what do? I'll tell you what I do. I hope she's not on the call. I tell her to go away, come back at 7 o'clock because I'm actually working. Set boundaries, know your business times. Otherwise, you're not going to get anything done. Another one is a dysfunctional family loyalties. Now, a lot of people have this when it comes to looking after other family members by helping them financially. Take that 2,000 or that 1,000 you were going to bless that person with, your nephew or your brother or somebody, and put it back into your business. Because half the time, those members in the family can actually go and get a job or speak to Antonia and he'll tell you how to do it. But stop supporting everybody in your family. And so many women do this. This is very much a martyr archetype trait. Another one is being able to receive. When you're going out, when we lift the lockdown and you get somebody wants to pay for lunch for you, say thank you. When somebody pays your compliment, say thank you. Receive it. Be able to receive, because when you're not able to receive, you're blocking the flow of abundance into your life. Know your niche and know who you help. Let your clients know that you can solve a problem for them. So business as usual, opening the doors to abundance, be there for your clients. Another one is unhealthy comparisons. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. It just makes you feel shitty. Excuse my language. Don't compare yourself to anyone. You're great. Believe in yourself and show up for business. This one I hear so often. I'm not deserving of abundance. Remember, words create your reality. Tell yourself many, many times, I'm unworthy, I'm stupid, I'm fat. Guess what? You're going to believe I'm unworthy, I'm stupid, I'm fat. It will eventually sink in. Tell yourself, I'm worthy of abundance. I'm here to have a flow of abundance in my life. And guess what? The flow of abundance will be there. Another one is not charging your worth. Give somebody an invoice. Give it to them the way it should be. Know your worth. And then say goodbye to procrastination. I've spoken to so many women in the last few weeks that I've said, can we have a call? And they said, no, the kids are on home. I'm homeschooling. Can we put it off another few weeks? No. Goodbye to procrastination. Now is the time to work on your business. Otherwise, when this lockdown is over, you might not have a business to go back to. So goodbye to procrastination. The next one is showing up. Show up. Even if we're working from home, get out of your pajamas. Put a comb through your hair, put on some makeup, get dressed, and be at your desk. Show up for business and take it seriously. Stop being a people pleaser. Somebody mentioned this earlier. The only person yourself, then you'll be able to stop being a people pleaser and stop doubting yourself. Don't think that when your business gets to this stage, or when I have so much information and I can do this fantastic newsletter, just do the newsletter, just do the blog. Stop doubting yourself. And this is my pet hate. Stop calling your business small. Your business is as small as you want it to be, and it will stay as small as you want it to be. When you're talking about your business, do not call it small. This is a money block. This will keep your business small. When you're talking about it, call it your business and be proud of it. Stop doubting and just put it out there. Know your niche, know who you serve. Another one is being so overwhelmed that you burn out. Take time for yourself, take time for meditation, take time to set boundaries that you work in like a normal person, that you create abundance in your life. This is keeping the doors open to abundance. And a tip that I have for you that I want to say is two things. Have a to-do list. Be productive. Write down every day the things that you need to do today to make a difference in your business, to go from A to B. So write down a to-do list. When you've done that, whatever it is, tick it off. I always tick it off and put a heart next to it and celebrate it, because it's an achievement. It's the abundance flowing. When you've achieved something, you're going to be able to go to the next step. And keep a gratitude diary. Every morning, and I think we've all mentioned this so far, every morning, if you choose to do meditation, do gratitude. The more you find to be grateful for, the more there will be to be grateful for. Be it your kids, your health, that thank God you don't have the coronavirus, that whatever it is, that you're able to get up and get to work. Every morning, do a gratitude and write in your gratitude diary. Because remember, when you are grateful, fear disappears and abundance appears. Thank you, and thank you everybody for attending tonight. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you very much. That was amazing. Eliana is a very, very good, experienced person, and she's right. Just the gratitude is powerful. I'm using it for myself as well, so it's really power in terms of the working. So another expert is Angela Bowen. She's a health expert and a specialist. So yes, she has very interesting knowledge as well to share with us. Angela?
Oh, thanks. Well, I guess I get to wrap it all up. A lot of our speakers before me had covered a lot of some of what I'll talk about, but it was good to hear everyone talk about gratitude and mindfulness and those kind of things. But we are in uncertain times right now, and that causes a lot of stress. And a lot of people don't realize what stress does to your body as far as how it impacts your health and your well-being, your mental health, as well as your physical health. We're all in this together. We're all navigating a new normal. So the good news is we're not alone, because everybody's kind of going through it. But because we all think, oh my gosh, there's so many things out of our control, I'm here to talk about what things we do have control over, and that is your health. And yes, I'm a certified health coach, so I could talk all day about, nutrition or exercise or those kind of things, but I wanted to kind of give you a little bit outside of the box thinking. We're all adults here. I think we all know what we should be eating and shouldn't be eating, that we all should try to get some exercise, even if we are quarantined for a bit. But really, the main thing I want to touch on the nutrition part is what you put in your body affects your physical body as well as your mental body, your mental state. So I work with a lot of clients who are looking at building up their immune system. And that's something that I take very seriously, because several years ago, for the first time in my life, I had gotten the flu twice. And I remember just, being bedridden for a couple weeks, not having good contact with the kids during that time, completely stressing my husband out as he had to stay home. So my focus, I have a background in environmental science. So my focus was, how do I fix this? How can I get to the root cause of the problem? So I just started looking at healthy ways to boost my family's immune system, myself. Exactly what Ilana said, you cannot help others, whether you're a busy mom or a busy entrepreneur. You can't help anyone if you're not healthy and helping yourself. So putting your oxygen mask on first is so true. It's hard to think about, just like others said, doing so many things for so many people at the same time. But think about, kind of think outside of the box. Besides food and exercise, like what nourishes you? What brings you joy? What brings you creativity? What makes you happy? For some people, that's your career and your purpose in life. That drives you, that gets you up in the morning and keeps you going. And Antonio, you spoke about great ways to not look at this crisis as a negative, looking at ways of volunteering or ways of, still being involved and seeing the positive in what we're all going through. To me, the number one thing that I always work with my clients, besides nutrition and exercise, is slowing down. We were all so busy, whether you have kids or a business or all of those things. So to me, this crisis has kind of giving you that opportunity, the silver lining in it, other than, the silver lining is that we're kind of forced to slow down. I personally been enjoying time with my kids, that I don't normally get to spend an hour putting a puzzle together. Normally I have a million other things to do. So see the silver lining on it. We're forced to slow down. Maybe you're spending too much time on social media right now, just checking all the statistics out there. I did that before the virus, but for me now, I'm very concerned about like loved ones back home and those kind of things. But try and recall what brings you joy. Like all of our speakers today said, what makes you happy? What brings that purpose that, maybe it's cooking. So maybe this is a great time to look into some healthy cooking. I have a funny story. My husband does all the shopping recently, since he walks his 10-minute walk to work. He can do that. Stop by the store, and he brought home fennel the other day, or like a week ago. I've never in my life made fennel, and I'm a health coach. It's just never been like my big thing. So finally I just looked up a recipe, chopped it up, put some oil and salt and pepper on it, put it in the oven. The whole family loved it. It was simple. So what I'm saying is, take this opportunity to explore new recipes to keep you healthy. Just as our speakers talked about starting your morning off right. I work with a lot of clients who rush out the door in the morning, don't eat a healthy breakfast. Now you have a time to focus on, what is a healthy breakfast? What works for you? And as Antonio and everybody has offers, I have meal plans that I work with my clients on easy, simple 10-minute breakfasts that are, protein rich, to give you that energy and that motivation to keep going. So there's 4 things I wanted to talk about besides the nutrition and exercise, is slowing down. We're forced to look at how things work. Drinking water. I know it sounds so simple, but drinking water is so key. 75% of our body is made up of water, 85% of our brain. Now that you're home, everybody takes a sip. I see everybody, yeah. I have mine here too, see? Just keeping track, you're gonna feel so much better. It helps curb those cravings when you're bored at home and wanna reach for those unhealthy snacks. Drinking a glass of water before then really helps with your cravings. But it just helps detox your system. If you're sitting around a lot, we're gonna, you know, kind of have a buildup of toxins. So it's good to just drink water. Set a reminder once an hour to drink a cup of water. So these are so simple practices that we can do every day. Honoring rest and sleep, that is so important. I think we're always so busy, you know, we're going to bed late as entrepreneurs, we stay up, we're getting up early or whatever it is. Getting enough sleep, again, it goes back to your body is doing a lot of work while you're sleeping. It's regulating your hormones. It's helping you lose weight. It's detoxifying your system. It's repairing your cells. Sleep and rest are so important for a healthy immune system. So that's one of the things I wanted to really focus on. What else would I know I'm running out of time as I bring up the end of the talk here, but yeah, those are my fourth one was practicing gratitude. We've all talked about that. It's important. It changes your whole mindset on how you can look at your life, and it gives you that healthy, you know, spiritual feeling as well. So I'm going to stop because I know there's questions out there. Take your time, slow down, drink some water, reduce your stress, get some exercise, and eat well. Focus on what you have control over is where my main thing is, and stay healthy.
Great, Angela, that was amazing. Very good. Very informative for us, especially we need now a healthy body to be focused on. So yeah, we have one question already to Kate, but if you have any more questions, please send it now. There's a time for asking the questions. So we will make sure that we answer all your questions. If not, then you can send us an email and you can contact us info@discovernew.net. I'll post that in the chatter. So first questions to Kate. I think it was a topic about you talking about the relaxation exercises. Is there any time in the day recommended as the best time to do that during a day?
Thank you so much, Alexandra, for this question. It actually is. Usually, and it's again coming from the science, it has been recommended for us to practice relaxation exercises early in the morning, just once we wake up or before we are going to go asleep. I will tell you why. In that moment, we are based in a very beautiful state of our brain or mind that we call alpha state. And this is a really beautiful state. I like to call it that the magic is happening once we are there, because we are very much connected with our intuition, and our imagination and visualizations processes work much better. And basically, you know, everything is just beautiful out there. So if you can, and if you have a time, I would recommend to spend 1 to maximum 5 minutes while, you know, doing even the same exercise like we did today, right? Think about some beautiful relaxation place, or maybe program yourself how you are going to see your day, right? And you will see how beneficial it's going to be for you. So yes, early in the morning or late in the evening. But to be honest with you, every time is good as well.
Great, thank you very much, Kate. We have also one question to Angela. Angela, it's also good drink during a day to drink a tea, like a herbal tea instead of the water. That's the question.
Oh, yes, absolutely. The only thing you want to try to avoid is like those sugary energy drinks, you know, any of your colas, your sodas, those kind of things. But herbal teas are great. I mean, that's something you can definitely drink throughout the day. You'll want to also, like in between your coffee or tea, is to drink just plain water, you know, just to make sure your body is getting enough of the liquid of, you know, a pure water to help detoxify your system. But herbal teas are absolutely great. I'm a advocate of coffee in small quantities as well. So any of those, I'm just not, I try and like really teach my clients who are stuck on energy drinks or colas, those kind of things, that those aren't the best. Those do not count as your water intake, nor does wine or beer, but we all have our fixes.
Great. Thank you very much, Angela. So yeah, if anyone has more questions, there's a chance to ask it now. So you can put it in the chatter. So let's see. You sure no more questions? We're still here for you. I mean, so many experts. Okay, we have then, yes, we have just to Antonio's, he would like, Alexander would like to see those sites you mentioned in the slides. So he didn't have a chance to write everything you written. You have some tips as well where to, you know, focus on. So maybe we can forward Alexander with the email.
Yes, and I would be great to do it via email.
Or we,
I
yeah,
guess
we
we
organize
are planning to send anyway an email through our newsletter. If not
yes,
wrong,
exactly. We
I
will
would be glad to repeat and to put my links there already. But I can do via email even today.
okay, perfect. So any more questions for maybe Ileana or Kate in terms of money and relaxation, or still to Antonio or Angela? We have questions from Antonio. During these special times, many interviews are on Skype. Any tips on how to make them successful to find a new job?
Yes, there's probably even more possibility to get a job interview these days because everything is going a little bit faster, given we are all digital right now. Yeah, I have some suggestions to do. Besides preparing yourself, preparation is always key in the success of a job interview. I would suggest you to make a couple of tests with some friends of yours, because you might not be an expert in recording or video chat, so maybe the light is not proper, or your outfit, or the environment beside you, so you have a big poster of I don't know what. It's probably better to give a little bit of a look more professional. So I suggest you just to take care a little bit on the background, rehearsal with a friend, And other than that, yeah, don't overdress, because to suit up, it's a little bit weird, but even not with just a sweater, maybe just a shirt. If it's a man, if a woman, even a shirt is good.
Great, thank you very much. Any other questions? We have next questions. How to learn to say no. I think Kate was the one who was mentioning that. So yeah, it's your turn. And also Iliana a little bit as well. So maybe both of you can share a little bit.
Thank you, Ilana. I really wanted to say exactly the same, just say no. But yeah, that's the point, really, Daniela. So, but you know, just to give you maybe my answer in a little bit details. I think that first of all, you just need to recognize what is beneficial for you. And once you will know what is working for you in terms of your goals and values, you will definitely know how to say no. Obviously, you know, I don't want to tell you buy for yourself some assertiveness course, because it's not about that. But I really resonate with the answer what Ilana said. Just start in very small steps saying no. First of all, maybe, you know, to the colleagues who are not really your close ones, right? And then maybe your family member, because as I know, actually it's easier to say no to our family members. I remember some research that I read recently, and it was just the saying then, it's so easy for us to say no to our husbands, to our kids, but it's so much difficult to say no to our bosses. How weird is it? Would you agree with me? Right? People that we loved more, we are easy to say no, but people who are kind of, you know, the second, I would say, environment for us, it's more difficult for us to say no. So yeah, it takes practice as well. Sure, I just see the message now, but I would say, yeah, just start with the small things, and definitely recognize your priorities. Once you will know your values, you will definitely know to which situation, to which people you have to say no in your life. I hope that it was helpful.
Iliana, do you want to add something on that? I know.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind.
Great.
I mean, basically, no to. If you say no to yourself by saying by agreeing to do something for this person, if it's somebody that you're helping out and it's within the right boundaries, as I said earlier on, if somebody sends you a message, and I often get them, my clients will put their kids to bed and they will do whatever, and at 11 o'clock they decide to ask me a question. They know that I don't actually answer that, because if I switch my phone on, the room gets all lit up, and I normally disturb my husband, and then he starts moaning. So people know that I'll do it first thing in the morning. So you can say no with also in setting your boundaries. So, but yes, you are there, depending on your job, you are there also to help people. But if it comes, as I said, like I get at 11 o'clock at night, I don't answer them. I will leave it until the morning, until I'm up and I'm sitting at my desk. So I think it's important to be able to see, is this completely necessary that you do it? Is it a matter, you know, how's it going to affect that person? But also at the same time, remembering how it's affecting you. And you get better at it. Practice on your kids. That's your kids or your husband. That's a good point.
Just last word, it will definitely make you more productive and efficient, I can guarantee.
Great. Thank you very much, Liana and Kate. Thank you. So yeah, a couple of minutes left. So guys, do you have, ladies, any questions left to our experts? Just want to tell you, if not, then I will share now the email you can contact us. We'll be launching also follow-up information where you can find them. You can ask questions, and you can book a free consultation as well.
Can I just add something, Lisa? That
Yeah.
if anybody wants to also, with the time now, that is quite, I mean, talking about saying all this now, I sound like such a, a hard ass. If anybody wants to have a consultation, I'm happy to have a free consultation with anybody that wants any money advice, money tips, money advice. Anybody who can take my quiz on the website, on Discover New You. I'm happy to have a consultation with them and maybe just give a couple of tips and advice on where I see money blocks or where I see opportunities for you to go. It's no selling, no obligation, but very happy to do it in this time now when we all having home office. So if you want to take advantage of that, go onto the website.
Also, something maybe from my side, Elisa, if you don't mind, because I'm sharing a lot of valuable stuff for free. As like Ilana said, there is a YouTube channel totally for free with a lot of meditation, relaxation exercises and audio. It's called the Silva Method Island. I will write this down because if you would like to practice some relaxation exercises, you would have a lot of relaxation music out there, alpha sound as well. So it might be very useful for you, and it's totally for free.
It's a great idea. It's very good practice, and you can start with that. I'm doing it as well, so very good. Yeah. Iliana just share with you her quiz, so you can also start doing a quiz, and it will be also published on the Discover New You, so you can check that out. So I think there's no more questions. I would like to thank you very much for your participation in this webinar. As I said, thank you very much, experts that are working with me on this future platform, which I think has a great potential, especially for now in this time of uncertainty. You can contact us, info@discovernew.net, check out the quiz of Iliana, contact Antonio, and also Kate to start your relaxation at times. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us anytime. And of course, there will be follow-up email. You can have a look at the profiles of the coaches, learn about them, encouraged to take a free consultation and learn something new. So yeah, I wish everybody a great day, and maybe start to finish the day with gratitude and stay safe. Thanks very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.